second you stepped out in your debut at Mission Pro, my wife, who loves to dance and everything, was just like, I like her. I like her. I like what she's doing, like everything about her. I was like, yes, dear. It's like, I like her.
What is up, Wrestle Geeks? Big Mike here with another special edition of the Countdown City WrestleCast. As always, I have my partner in crime here, that guy Tommy.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest joining us again as we are about to head into Mission Pro Wrestling Silver Bells 3. As you know, Countdown City WrestleCast sponsored a specific match with some intriguing stuff that has been going on. So we are going to bring in our very special guest. That's right. It is the Bewitcher of Hearts, the Black Swan, Zoe Dubois.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
What's up, Zoe? Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Of course.
So last we talked with you, you were getting ready for a battle, a casket match with JP Harlow. And we are very happy to have been right in front of that as that happened.
I could relive that moment again and again. It was wonderful.
Now, no doubt, you took a beating yourself in that. It was quite a battle, but in the end, you did put him in the casket. And the best part of this, if you haven't seen the clip that we shared, because my seat was right next to this, and I got the video as he falls in. And the best part is you're about to close the casket, and I don't know if you heard it in the moment or even registered, but Tommy's loud voice, "Take that, you SOB!"
Yeah. I'm not sorry.
No.
Handling your anger through me, like you were living the moment as I closed.
To get the beat of JP Harlow, yeah, that's about right.
Yes. And a little shout out to our hybrid buddies, Casey Blackrose and Diego Renee, for realizing that a certain Joey Hyder, or Joey O'Mac as he was trying to be that night, needed a little neutralization. So always happy for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What are your thoughts after that hellacious battle?
It was. I think it took me a couple days to actually process everything that happened in that match, because everything happened in that match. I said that there was a match within a match. When Joey came out, I thought I was finally gonna get my one-on-one moment with JP, because we didn't the first time. But then when Joey came out of the casket, when I opened it, I was upset. And then all of a sudden, we had other guys come in and they were fighting with Joey before he was about to smoke me. So we had a little mini battle within the battle, which is great. And, I was determined. I was like, I'm not going to have JP bury me at all, no matter what, because he's been feeling himself a little bit too much. And, he needed to be brought back down to earth. Which I appreciate you guys, because you guys brought the rocks with the cowboy hats and goggles, googly eyes. I still have it. I wrote JP on the bottom of it.
Mine is sitting on my computer at work. And I have had more than one student be like, "Sir, why do you have a rock with a cowboy hat?" I was like, "It's an inside joke. You wouldn't understand. Just
you never know. You have to be there. You have to live that moment."
Exactly. Mine is at home, packed up right now because they're fixing stuff at my house. But like every time I look at it, I'm just like, yeah, that happened. And I just walk on. I look like, yeah. So yeah. And people have also. I think my stepdaughter saw it as like, why does that rock have a cowboy hat on it? It's a long story. I'll tell you later. So.
You have to be there.
Yeah, it's this whole thing that's going on right now.
I definitely was really happy during that match when even though he almost put me in the casket, I was able to keep my hand out just enough so it won't close. But then when I misted him,
Ooh. That is
yeah.
something we didn't realize that the Black Swan could channel is a miss, and that is a very interesting new weapon in your repertoire.
I had to bring out some, some big guns, dark art magic in it,
Yeah.
and I got a taste of it. I'm like, ooh, this could be something that I could keep on doing, but I have to keep my morals and be nice. And be
That's JP
respectful.
though.
I think it's something you
For
keep in the
JP all day,
pocket.
every day.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Something you keep in the pocket until it's absolutely necessary. And sometimes it is absolutely necessary. So
With him, he just had to go. He got to go. That was.
Yeah, no. No.
we agree 100%. Nothing that you did in that match. So since then, you've obviously been having some matches outside of Mission Pro.
Indeed.
I've also we've seen recently you won a tag team championship.
I did in Petaluma at PPW, the promotion I was with. I was tagged with Steven Tresario up against Eliza and Samurai, and they've been title champs for like a year, maybe a little bit more, maybe plus. They've been champs for a while, so. When I was partnered with Tresario, I'm like, okay, we got a few tricks up our sleeve. We'll win no matter what. And when I tell you that show, it was a riot because we at the corner of one of the rings, there was just a bunch of teenage boys. And every time I wanted to be like, where your mama at? Because I'm about to give you a whooping that she should have given you a long time ago.
Oh.
They were riots. They're like, I don't even know you, but you're gonna lose.
Wow,
and
the disrespect.
They were racking up. One of them even started putting a chair in the ring. I'm like, no, sweetie. They're vicious.
Oh no.
These kids are vicious now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, they are.
We need to put them in their place.
Yeah.
But when we got when we won, Tresario and I, we went to that group of boys and we were like, ha, look at that. And they didn't back down either. They squared up. I'm like, y'all need to chill. Go, where's your homework? Go home. Go.
I doubt they're doing it.
Yeah,
I doubt they turned it in.
I was gonna say they skipped it. That's why they were at the show.
Another interesting thing I've seen you've done since the Mission Pro show last, Billy Starks, where Thunder Rosa got involved. Speaking of Mission Pro, tell us a little bit about that.
That was a phenomenal experience, a great full time as well. That was in LA for Rep of Lucha,
right,
the day before Halloween, and I have knowledge of Billy at that time, but I didn't really know of like as much as I did. I didn't know she was younger than me. And she is so well experienced and she is absolutely phenomenal. I had a great time with her, and I have the utmost respect for her, and I'm definitely appreciative of Thunder Rosa because she saved me last minute, even though I still didn't get the win. But at that moment, Rosa did her thing. They had their moment. I said, you know what? Let me leap onto them for a split second. Let me get Billy's my moment. But that was a great match, and the crowd there was electric. I was nervous it was going to be cold because it was outside in October, and that was when the cold front just hit on the West Coast. So temperatures dropped so bad, but I had a burrito blanket to keep me warm. So if you ever want like some tacos with Swan in it, you'll find me. But
sounds like a new business venture. Anyway,
right? You had cow tongue with tacos. Nah, you need some Swan.
Well, I don't think you've been to San Antonio enough then, because we're gonna get you some lengua tacos if you stay here long enough. So
don't look. I eat. Those are my favorite tacos. I'm not even gonna lie. So
okay.
You give me food. If you just every food truck, I always almost stop. I'm like, hey,
Well,
You try a
you
little
got
bit of everything.
mhm.
they always ask what side I want. I'm just like, yes, all of the above. Make it your way. But back to back to that match with Billy. Yeah, she was definitely a wonder to be in the ring with, and I would love to go up against her again whenever I get that opportunity.
Yeah, we would love
Yeah,
to see that.
it was great. I actually got acknowledged by X-Pac after
We
that
saw
show.
that, yes.
Yeah,
And we
that's
retweeted
right.
that,
Yeah,
and we
And
definitely
they,
share that because that is
yeah, we did.
cool as
I was
heck.
bamboozled. I was like, what?
Yeah,
And at first, when he reached out, he said good job to me, and I said my condolences or said my gratitude and expressed that I was very appreciative of Billy. And then he mentioned that his wife liked me, and he bragged about her, and I'm just like, yes, keep on bragging about your wife. You should, as one should.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm just like, you know what? There you go. That's how I'm gonna win over the big league. I'm just gonna go after their wives, and their wives are gonna whisper into the big
I mean,
league.
Tommy.
I mean,
And then they're gonna come look at me and see that I have potential, and then be like, okay, she could do it. And I'm like,
I
see,
mean, the second the second you stepped out in your debut at Mission Pro, my wife, who loves to dance and everything, was just like, I like her. I like her. I like what she's doing. Like everything about her. I was like, yes, dear. It's like I like her. That was my most immediate reaction.
see, it's a game plan. That's how I'm gonna make my way.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it works, it works.
And see, it gets to the point where like they don't mind if Tommy misses a show, but if his wife misses a show, they get on him about it.
Which is true. Which is a true story that's actually happened to me at least once, where she wasn't there and I got pulled aside. And says, "Where is your wife?" I was like, "She had to work at that thing, and that she'll be at the next show. I promise." To which I had to go home and grab her and just say, "Please don't miss another show. I'm not going to come home if you don't."
She's a part of the show. That's it. It's not a if, ands, or but.
Did you actually? Yeah.
Because at Mission Pro, Boozy has done like what 2 or 3 times now. Is it 3 times? Yeah,
I think it's 4.
maybe.
Maybe
But
4.
basically, it's become a match ritual of them to stop either before, after, once, during, and take a picture with her at ringside.
Yeah. So,
see,
yeah.
don't mess up now. She has to come this weekend.
She'll be there.
She can't miss it this weekend.
We already got our tickets. We had our tickets like that. We had our tickets when they were on sale. So
Yeah. And speaking of, I was going to use the masterful segue of talking about this weekend.
Yep.
To talk about what's coming up, and you had barely gotten past your casket match with JP when you started getting some messages, some letters, and at first we weren't quite sure what they were, but it seems you had an admirer, a stalker.
So at first it was definitely weird, I will say, because there are letters of just like, oh, I've been watching you, blah blah blah, this and that. So
a little stalkerish.
You think? Listen,
little Lionel Richie there, but
I might have to hit up Scooby Doo to help me solve this mystery. But the first one I didn't really pay no mind of. I'm like, okay, it could be some prank, blah blah blah, this and that. And then as like more kept on popping up, I'm like, this is definitely a little suspicious, a little bit. And I was looking at all the rosters of the women for wrestling because I didn't know where else to go. So I was looking at that, and then I got a letter with the initials of NJS. And the night before, I was looking, and there was a someone with the initial NJS, and it was Rebecca J. Scott. So I made 2 and 2. I put 2 and 2 together, and I'm just like, this is her. And as soon as I made that realization, and she confirmed it, I'm like, man, this is. Here we go.
Yeah, she finally revealed herself.
Indeed. And I looked into her, and she is a phenomenal worker. So I'm definitely I'm intrigued. I'm not scared about her, but because there was the letters and her studying, I'm gonna have to whip out a brand new batch of Le Swan and see how I could counter. Because if she's been studying me, that means she knows my moves. So
Yeah.
It does seem that way. Yeah.
I will say for you just coming out that casket match and then finding those gifts, I remember seeing the first video thinking, oh, that's unnerving. And then you would find stuff like the one video she left something in your car and she was watching videos on the bed and peeling off rose petals. I was like, this is getting uncomfortable and I need to know what's happening now. Because I don't know if I like watching this much.
Yeah, and I don't want to be judgmental of people, but anyway, but the final video, or not the final, but the video, she kind of revealed herself fully and was in the under the bridge or whatever, and your picture was everywhere. Yeah, that's a little scary, a little disturbing.
Yeah,
Not
so
to judge someone's mental health, but
yeah, so and the pictures we see on social media, which by the way have the Capital City graphic on it, plug. She seems like a very normal person, but I don't know if that's who we're gonna get come Saturday. I really don't know if that's who we're getting.
see, but you can't base something off of a photo.
no.
There's always a mask. Everybody wears a mask.
Yeah.
Ain't smile mean nothing. And this is good. This is going to be my first like woman to woman match too for Mission Pro, because the last couple times it was only against JP.
Right.
And me with my training, I was one of like the only woman in my school, so I'm used to dudes, man up, big, strong,
Of course,
but pretty. So with her, I'm like, okay, this is, I still have nothing but respect for her, because one queen to another, we're in this industry together, and I would rather rise together than rise against each other.
Okay.
The letters, it makes me proceed with caution.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I will still have nothing but respect as the individual, but if you are on this like fanatic craze of observation, that's when it might get a little into your head, and you might have a little crack in your cranium, possibly. Maybe she got hit in the head during a Muay Thai class. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Could be.
I also want to say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say it's going to be interesting because of her background, she is really good with impact and one-on-one comeback. So as much as I have the mobility in my legs, she also has mobility in her legs and whatnot. So it'll be an interesting event for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are looking forward to this. Like Tommy said, why we sponsored it. But yeah, very intriguing. What I was going to say a second ago is on behalf of another friend of the WrestleCast, Izzy, we also thank you for not killing the messenger, as she also thanked you when she delivered the last note. And it seemed like you'd finally had enough, not from her, obviously, but you were like, well, hey, it's a Saturday. Let's take care of this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I have to, because it's one thing to address the match and you could see the line of information behind it, and it's another thing to leave love letters and not necessarily show your face, but also play this guessing game of like, who am I, like you're Where's Waldo in Land of Letters. But I'm definitely, it's I don't know how to say it. All I can say is it's going to be interesting, because not a lot of people can easily get under my skin, for sure. And especially with leaving love letters, it's kind of a little bit on the personal side for me. So I got some PTSD with that. So I was fed up as soon as Izzy handed me that letter, but of course not against her, because She my homegirl. We're cool. So I was
Yeah.
like, I can't kill the messenger. You're just doing your job.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's gonna be interesting to see who this next Black Swan Dubois is gonna come out against her, because I was tired after that last letter. I'm like, this is my last straw, because we're gonna get in the ring and one of us gonna go on top.
Yep.
There you go.
That's all I gotta say.
And we are definitely looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
This Saturday night here in San Antonio at the Salvation Army Missing Corps. For those of you checking this out before Saturday night, tickets probably still on sale. If you get VIP, if they're still available, you get in at 5. You get a picture with the crew. Apparently with Santa Claus too. He's going to be
cool.
there.
Santa will be
Although I am afraid to ask how many people are going to be on the naughty list that you may not be happy to see. But
at Mission Pro, I'm going to go ahead and guess all of us except Izzy.
Yeah, that might be a good guess.
Maybe. I'll bring a halo. I'll bring some.
Okay,
like,
then see, you're cool. I could bring mine, but then Jesus will be like, "Boy," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And this,
I dressed up as one of the 3 kings when I was like 5, when I was younger at church. So
yeah, I was a wise guy once, which apparently is supposed to be a wise man. But I had this thing when I was little of using the wrong word, like one wrong word at the thing and changing it. So I apparently was not a mobster and a wise guy, but was actually a wise man.
When you said wise guy, I said I thought of the nativity scene, but except with you with like a suit. I don't know why I thought that immediately. I don't know what this talk was supposed to be about.
We bought you some gifts.
Yeah. Hey, JC. Well, also, including the show, if you can't make it there, it will be on Title Match Network. So if you can't be there in person, I feel sad for you if you can't be there in person. You can still check it out live on Title Match.
And you definitely want to see the Black Swan deal with this little interesting situation with Rebecca J. Scott, along with all the other great matches that will be going on that night.
Yeah. But we know we'll be getting it. We might be getting a different version of the Black Swan. What version of Rebecca J. Scott will be getting? That I think will be very interesting.
But I'd like to predict that whichever version comes out, she will be taking the loss.
Yep. My money's on Black Swan.
Same.
You're biased.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
We're okay with that. Zoe, I want to thank you for joining us here and previewing your match coming in, and talking a little bit about what you've been up to since. We will see you this Saturday. We look forward to it. And thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. A small note, if you guys are actually going to be there, I do have shirts.
Ooh.
I have shirts and I have pen quills along with it. So, in a very,
Bring your money, guys.
Yep. The merch table is going to be awesome.
I got some shirts for him.
Yes. Very nice.
I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are family.
We appreciate you. Same. Very same.
I'm going to be looking at y'all when I get that win.
Yeah, we're going to be right there. You're going to hear Tommy's voice. You know you are. So.
Yeah.
I expect a chest bump right after. You and me, Tommy. I might be crippled. I don't know how I'm going to survive. If I win, be gentle, but I want a chest bump.
Well, I once survived a chest bump with genocide, and she really did knock me over. But I was like, best moment of my life. So.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
I could try before. After, if she gonna murder me, I don't know about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I respect. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try to force you to do it if she go too.
You're just
crazy,
gonna go through me.
Yeah.
In all fairness, though. I don't know before the match if a chest bump matches the energy you bring with your entrance.
True.
No, that's why it's not before.
That's what I mean. Well, you see, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely do it after for sure.
I'd have the strength before.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see how.
You want me to twirl?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If you did your full entrance, hit that, and then went right back into like, it would be funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just imagining it in my head.
Boom. Back to it.
Yep. Nothing changed at all.
Okay, this is why we can't do this.
Yeah, this is
For the Countdown City WrestleCast, I am Big Mike. He has been that guy, Tommy. And once again, thank you to the Black Swan, Zoe Dubois, the Bewitcher of Hearts, who you can see this Saturday at the Salvation Army Mission Corps for Mission Pro Wrestling Silver Bells 3. Thank you, guys.
See you guys.